And can we just have a big hand for everybody that organized this event, and for the man himself, Pearly. I'm going to hand this over to SP.
We'd also like to thank Diane and Shibo for their performance. That was beautiful. I had worked up the song now and again myself, and I'm humbled. Oh, Emmett wants to say something. Please give a big hand to Emmett.
So, how's it going, everyone? Not the best public speaker, but I get that I look like my dad a lot. Is that true? Thank you, Diane, for singing those two songs. They were amazing. It made me cry today. I have a story. Oh, okay, my hat. Yeah, so I'm starting to look like my dad a little bit. It's going. Let's go. I'm gonna put that back on though. Let's go, Blazers. Alright. So 2004, I was 12 years old. My dad took me to Disneyland. And there's two rides that I remember. One was the haunted house, and that was because I did not want to go in it. And he made me, and then I absolutely loved it and made him go on it 3 times in a row. The other was so like log flume. I don't remember what it's called, but so there's this part, Splash Mountain. There it is. And I always loved riding in the front. It's the most exciting. And my dad was riding behind me, so I was in his lap. And you go through a really slow part, a bunch of creatures and things to look at, and then you come to the big drop off, and that's where it takes the picture when you're going down the big steep hill. And that was the best part ever. I was having a blast, hands up, eyes wide, mouth up, and I was loving it. And I was just crushing his balls. And he's just like, oh! Oh man. And when it was right when it took the picture, I'm just hands up and he's just like, oh my God. Oh. We still have that picture, it's great. I love it. Wish we had it here, but thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. He's my best friend, and I'm sure he's a good friend of all of yours too. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmett. Chip off the old block, if I do say so myself. All right, now we're going to bring Margot up. The better looking side of the family. All right, we got kids, we got, Margot's going to...
They come with me.
No, yeah, no.
They're my security blanket.
He told me he was going to sing. Margot's going to do a couple songs with pre-recorded accompaniment.
Mom, are you coming up? My mom's my other security blanket. And my dad, like my brother said, he's just like our best friend. We can just do whatever with him. We just have a good time. We're all about having a good time, and he taught us how to do that from the get. Like from the gate, we were these little ones just running, singing, dancing his music at every wedding he performed at or anything. One thing I want to say, my Aunt Jackie got me this book, and it really reminds me of my dad, and it's all about My Love Will Find You. I wanted you more than you ever will know, so I sent love to follow wherever you go. It's high as you wish it, it's quick as an elf, you'll never outgrow it, it stretches itself. So climb any mountain, climb up to the sky, my love will find you, my love can fly. Make a big splash, go out on a limb, my love will find you, my love can swim. If ever you're lonely, or ever you're sad, or you strike out at baseball, or think you've been bad, just feel your wind in your hair. That's me, my sweet baby, my love is right there. And if ever you're lonely, or or if you're working or playing or dancing with friends, you can dance till you're dizzy, paint till you're blue. There's no place, not one, that my love can't find you. And that always reminds me of my dad. There's always, that I read this book to my kids, and it just reminds me of him. And so I'm gonna sing a couple songs, and the first one is because I was honestly, it was a dream come true when I got him as my dad. It just made my whole life like that. My whole life would never have been the same if I wouldn't have him in my life. So I just want to say thank you for all my family, all my Hettum side of my family. You guys are amazing. You guys have always been there 100% for me, and I love you. So I'm gonna sing these two songs. They're my favorite. I've been working on you. I've been trying to be true. I'm gonna get you, girl. Get you, girl, and it's still in the wind. For the hurricane again, you can expect it, girl, yeah. Yes, I got something for you. I got a dream come true. As you as my dad. I've been looking at you, and you know this man too. There's no denying, girl. And the things that you said are nothing in my head. You need to sign, girl. Yes, I got something for you. I got a dream come true with you as my dad. I got something for you. I got a dream come true. You as my dad. I've been working on you. I've been trying to be true. I'm gonna get you, girl. And there's no turning back, 'cause we're on the right track. We're gonna get there, girl. I've been working on you. I've been trying to be true. I've been working on you. I've been trying. And this other one's for obvious reasons. It's not right when you're not here. And I want you to be near my heart tonight. Won't treat me right, I'm lonely. But if you say you are mine, honey, I will hold that in my mind. Yes, there's something done just for the one and only.
All right, we're going to bring up Houston Bowles here. Houston and Steve go back to about 1928, I think it is, somewhere in there. Back during the Depression. They were very close during the Depression. They shared a pot to piss in. True. Playing with Houston is Mr. Dave Held. These people need a little bigger hand than you're giving them at this point. Thank you. They're kind of like been around here 30, 35 years. I know Houston doesn't look it. Houston can't be over 23 years old. But Dave shows it, like I do. All right, Houston and Dave, they go back, gee whiz. 35? So, 35 years, jeez.
So I do remember.
Over there?
I don't know if maybe this is a lucky thing. I'm not sure. I remember the first time I ever saw Steve Hettum, and it was it might have been 1983 in the halls of Lincoln High School. There was a buzz. Billy Rancher's here. Billy Rancher's here. And Steve and Billy were walking through the hall on their way to see me at the newspaper to give me some money for an ad for Lung Funk. And it was an album release party out at Lung Funk's. So then the next time I went to see Billy Rancher play, there was this handsome young man who came out in a sport coat, and he had a harmonica in his vest pocket, and he came up and he played the first song, song called Neutral Stomp. If you ever saw Billy Rancher and Unreal Gods, that was like the beginning. You knew things were starting to happen. So I'm kind of a literal guy. When SP called and said people are singing Steve's songs to him at the American Legion Hall, it's like, well, yeah, I know some of Steve's songs. And I thought, what would be a really good one to sing? So I went back, way back. Steve, you're gonna like this one. The ship is bobbing gently on the harbor. The galley full of French imported wine, anchored to a starfish at the bottom. A full force wind about to blow my mind. Life is to enjoy, so they tell me, but I can't go on the way I am, rolling on a sea of indecision, holding on to things I might have been. Come back to me now, sweet Messalina, mermaid of my dreams. I'm so alone. Bring to me your lips of crimson velvet. Show me all the dreams I long to know. Now, cowboy and a mermaid, and most time worlds apart, this cowboy met a mermaid, and that's where he left his heart. She drew him to the sea like the sirens of old, like the Lorelei cliffs and the stories that they told. For an unrequited love and an old siren song, for a man could not find love where a man does not belong. I know your life has brought you many pleasures, but but you could never make them laugh. Show you I can outrun all the others. Going someplace slow beats going nowhere fast. Come back to me now, sweet Miss Selena, mermaid of my dreams. I'm so alone. Bring to me your lips of crimson velvet. Honey, show me all the things I long to know. Come back to me now, sweet Miss Selena, mermaid of my dreams. I'm so alone. Bring to me your lips of crimson velvet. Show me all the things I long to know. I long to know. This is a song that Steve wrote about our old friend Pete Jorgensen. Pete was the finest drummer from Northeast Portland, neighborhood stalwart, amazing shoplifter, and a man about town. If you knew him, you loved him. And anyway, this one's about making choices, and the little ones should listen to this one. So hard when you were young, just can't wait to turn 21. Go out and live those out-your days. Well, we grew up fast, we never meant for things to last. But man, we broke some hearts along the way. And I remember what my old man said. He said, play it smart and use your head. Never seemed to make sense to me. When he was young, he did the same. I guess he figured out that game, 'cause all those words he said coming back to me. He said, for Pete's sake, slow down, son. Learn to walk before you run. You don't have to be a rolling stone. Find a woman to keep you safe. Cherish all the friends you made. Slow down, son, for Pete's sake. Oh, for Pete's sake, slow down, son. You got to learn to walk before they make you run. Find a woman, you treat her right. Try to get some sleep at night. Slow down, son, for Pete's sake.
There, buddy.
Oh, for Pete's sake, slow down, son. You got to learn to walk before they make you run. Make a family, you treat them right. Cherish all the friends you made. Slow down, son, for Pete's sake. No, you don't have to be a rolling stone. You got to learn to walk before they make you run. Oh, for Pete's sake, slow down, son. I worked up one more.
All right.
Steve writes really good songs. And I'm going to sing them for a long time.
Thanks for the music, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
The reason I like this song, the reason I chose this one is because this song is a hypothetical. Everything about the song is about something that might happen. Nothing, there's none of it is set in stone. And so it's kind of like, well, I'll let you, I won't analyze it for you, but I'm telling you, it's a hypothetical. If there comes a time in your life when you say you really don't love me anymore, if there comes a day when you say, honey, I just really don't care, remember where we've walked pillow talks, yellow talks we shared with each other. Yeah, don't forget the plans we had and the feelings when we were in love. If time's on my side, I need more time to pick up the pieces on this ticket to ride. Now if there was some flowers in the field, would you mind if I picked them for you? And if I had a coin, could I throw it to the bottom of that wishing well? And if there was a star falling fast from the sky, something we could dream on, yeah, and if that dream came true, would you promise not to kiss and tell? A note in a bottle can drift a long time, cast out on the sea, honey, you know my mind. If there comes an hour in the night when you lay down and find your heart breaking, yeah, don't you feel alone, 'cause you know somewhere a heart's breaking for you. And if time's on my side, I need more time to pick up the pieces on this ticket to ride. If there comes a time in your heart when you say you really don't love me anymore, if there comes a time when you say, honey, I just really don't care, and if there was a way I could say, hey baby, I'm sorry, could there be a chance for romance and just more than this burden to bear? If there comes a time, if there comes a time, that's Pearly's song right there.
Hey, I want to say something quick. This is Steve and Pearly, Hettum, sitting right down here in the front row. First of all, I want to thank sincerely from the bottom of my heart everybody coming out tonight. I'm very flattered and honored for all the hard work and appreciation that's been shown to me. Love, yeah. And each and every one of you, I have a special story for, but there's just not enough time right now to share them all with you. But I think you know who you are, and each and every one of us has had those special moments. So I want to thank, in a general way, to my large family, my mom Connie and her big brood, our cousins and nephews and aunts and uncles, my brothers and sisters, all my grandchildren, my children and their grandchildren and children, and all the wonderful musicians who have come here tonight to entertain me. I can't tell you how much it means to me. It just means everything. And I thank Michael Kersey and the boys who have put together this wonderful CD in the last 3 weeks, which just was a miraculous feat. And especially to Steve and Esther Edgren, who have been invaluable, loving friends to me. Yeah. Jeff Bailey and S.P. Clark, Dan Sauce. Anyway, all the people that I can thank, and I know you know who you are, so if I missed your name, you're surely not gone by in thought. So thank you again for giving me a wake while I'm still awake. And not too many people get to go to their own funeral, you know. So I appreciate it. All right, let's have a good time. Let's party on. Party on right there.
All right, I'm just going to do this because the build-up isn't worth it. This is a song Steve's got on his new album. I encourage you to get the correct version because this one's going to suck. But I've got the Janglers with me, and they can make anybody sound good. Hopefully me too.
My bags and I'm on my way.
said, oh, Mary, would you grieve no more? I said, oh, Mary, would you grieve no more? 'Cause I got your letter today. Pack my bags and I'm on my way. Don't you We've got one more because it's time for all of us to party by ourselves. Look at this big old bucket of CDs.
Grab that hat down.
$20 a piece. They will be collector's items.
This album, Fisherman's Ball, I listen to it every day. It is a Pearly masterpiece, as well as our new album out there that he is an absolute masterpiece. $20, you'll never spend a better $20 in your life. You pay that 2 coffees. Okay, music takes everything. It's taken Pearly his whole life to get the sound that he has, the feel that he has, the storytelling. $20 is nothing. Let's help the family out. Let's grab a Pearly CD. Let's make music forever. Let's let Pearly live forever, man. Buy the CDs, they're right there, 20 a piece. I want them all gone, please. Let's hear it for Pearly.
Yeah, I love you, Jeff.
Have you guys had a great time tonight?
Yeah.
Does Pearly know how to have a good time or what? Has he taught us all? He's taught us all how to party by ourselves. I want to tell a quick story about Eugenio's. I've played a lot of places in my life. I've been in stadiums, I've been in everything, but there's been no cooler place than playing at Eugenio's with Steve Edgren. Every one of us has fought for a position just to play there. Everybody wanted to be there on Wednesday night because it was the place to be. It was the place because it was not just music. Steve told me when he let me host, and Steve, we found out how hard it is to be hosts. Steve puts his life into it. Life into it, and I'm talking for me, many minuscule money. But you know what? It's because he loves music and he loves us all. Steve Edgren asked me, he said, when you meet Pearly, you're going to meet a man that you've never met before. I walked into Eugenio's, there was like 3 tables there, and I said, where's the stage? And they said, you're on it. And I said, I know, this is worth it, trust me. Okay? So, the first thing Pearly does is he plays for a child. And I was blown away to see how much magic he had in his voice and how he had entertainment for the children. And then he told stories. And my heart was sold forever on Pearly. So let's party by ourselves for Pearly. I want everyone to make as much noise as you can for the legend Hettum. Can we hear it for Pearly? We love you, Steve.
Well, listen. You gotta start.
Bellow.
You gotta start really soft.
Listen to Pearly.
So you gotta start really soft and build it up. So.
My noise makers. Noise makers. Wait. Okay. We love you, Steve. All of us love you. Thank you for all you do.
Well, hey, Mr. Lund, why do you look so sad? Those years you spent Mrs. Right, you're the best that you ever had. Now you party by yourself, 'cause you got nobody else. I always party by myself when I got nobody else. Hey you, Joe DiMaggio, oh why do you look so sad? Those years you spent with Marilyn Monroe, they were the best that you ever had. Still you party by yourself, 'cause you got nobody else. You always party by yourself, 'cause you got nobody else. Not yet, sing it.
Hey, Steve Edgren, why don't you give us a little liquor, Edgren? They used to drop that D, just play the straight chords.
Well, hey there, Mr. Pearly.
Why
I'd like
do
to
you
thank you for that.
so sad? Those years you spent all looking for Mrs. Right, they were the best that you ever had. But now you party by yourself, 'cause you got nobody else. You always party by yourself. Right here, boys. Well, I got nobody else.
for a second. Keep it going, guys. I got a verse for you, Steve. I made it up this morning. This is a verse for you, Pearly. Hey there, Mr. Pearly. I'd like to thank you, love. Those open mics at Eugenio's, they was the best we ever had. And so we'll party ourselves, 'cause we ain't got nobody else. Oh, we'll party ourselves, 'cause we ain't got nobody else. Where are we going? Well, we're going to a party, 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 party ourselves. Yeah, we're going to a party, 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 party ourselves. Who loves Pearly? Let's hear it for Pearly. Let's hear it for Pearly! We love you, Pearly! Steve Edgren rules! 1, 2, 3! One more for Pearly! I'm going to a party, going to a party, going to a party. Come on! Going to a party by myself. Let's see how loud we can get for Steve. Going to a party, 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 party. I always party by myself, 'cause I got nobody. Everybody, I always party by myself, 'cause I got